Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Welcome to the first episode of the GamingForFools podcast. I'm here with my co-host, Eric. Do you want to start off with talking about yourself?
Yeah, of course. My name is Night Flash. I've been playing video games for like about a decade. My first console is the NES. My favorite video game series of all time probably has to be Killer Instinct, and that's because I played it for like my father showed me that game for the Super Nintendo, and then I played it in the arcades, and then when I heard a new one was coming out for the Xbox One, it kind of had to get it. Which is weird because there's not that many games for Xbox One, so like, I think I only have that game and probably like Assassin's Creed, and I guess most of the other stuff is just free games. But yeah, I'd probably say like KI, Uncharted, and Kingdom Hearts, just to go off 3 of them.
Nice. Now, for me, I started off with the PS1 generation, and then I have ever since then I had 2, 3, 4. I've had the PSP. Didn't get the Vita because it's a whole lump of crap. But
Straight up.
I guess my favorite series would be, without a doubt, Metal Gear Solid. Fair game being Metal Gear Solid 3. I've been in love with that series ever since I played the second one and had no fucking idea what was going on. Remember when I was playing that game, I was like fucking 10, and I went into the locker, and then there was like a poster of like a lady in a bikini, and like I accidentally pressed like L2, and like the screen got closer to her boobs, and I was like,
oh my god,
I was like, oh, and then and then I tapped it, and he gave the poster a smooch.
It gave it a okay. I didn't know that. I never played the Metal Gear series, so I like have no idea about this.
So he gave the poster a smooch, and then like, if you give it enough smooches, you'll get a call from Otacon, like your operator, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? What the fuck? Stop fucking kissing the posters, man!"
Fucking Kojima.
And Stinker's like, "Oh, okay," and then it's just pretty fucking funny. At least for like a 10-year-old who's like, horny as shit.
Yeah.
That's
probably the coolest shit ever.
That's the best thing that could ever happen.
Yeah. So you guys are probably wondering like why we created this show in the first place. What's the point of it, really? And well, I guess because both of us are like really talking about like video games. We usually do it like every time we talk to each other. So I guess we came up with it just because like we like talking about the industry, and like we really just both really enjoy it. So we just decided
we just wanted to voice our opinions. And,
yeah.
I think our banter is interesting enough to
Hopefully.
to get someone's attention.
Hopefully.
I said someone's because I put it in the single digit number,
yeah, pretty much.
I think it's interesting enough for one person to, listen to it and be like, oh, that was kind of insightful and fun. And, I laughed a couple times, and that's really the goal that we're trying to make, is just really talk about games, have a good time, and have a laugh. And that's really it. And first topic, Eric, you want to take us away?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I know a lot of people are like talking about this, where ever since like Sony backed off, that they've been wondering, is E3 dying?
Is E3 dead, dude?
Yeah, is E3 dead? Is it dead? Is it going away? Cause it's weird, cause like Sony dropped out of it, and as of recent, at least for this week that we're making this video, EA dropped out of it. And even though I think all of us know that like EA probably has like, put it in a nicer words, not the most interesting conference, it's still weird to see that two of probably like the big conferences, Sony and EA, are now dropping out. And a lot of people are saying that like, especially because now Nintendo's not doing like, Nintendo's doing the Direct.
They haven't been doing E3 for a while now.
Yeah,
I think it's like pre-Switch, right?
Yeah, it's definitely pre-Switch.
Something like that.
Because people at first were giving Nintendo shit about like dropping out of E3 and then doing Nintendo Direct. Like, what are you guys doing? I was doing it. So like, we all used to think, we all thought like, are they doing the wrong thing? Is it like, why are they trying to change it? But now we're seeing that Sony's doing it, and now we're seeing that EA is also doing like their own type of conference before the real E3 starts. And since we're losing like 2 big ones, and well, Nintendo's been dropped out for a while, we kind of everyone's kind of wondering, since Xbox is just mostly likely the only one showing something, It's like, is E3 going away? Is it losing its relevancy?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's been a trend for a while now. Like, we're having more and more of these like AAA companies just back out of E3 because I think it's the production of the show that kind of like it's less about the games and more of like the showcase and more of like the grand like fireworks, girls dancing. You got the little like 10-second like Hot Reel clips or whatever. Like, it's less about the games and more like we sold 10 million units last year and thank you, and just like jerking off to their own numbers really. And like it's less about the games and more about that. And I think now that like Sony's doing their own thing, Nintendo's doing their own thing, I think like they're gonna have their message controlled more because with E3 it's just we never go in E3 anymore without having some kind of leak. So
that's basically what people are talking about, that like that it's kind of hard to do in E3 when like before the show even starts, we already know like more than half of the information is true already. Yeah, exactly. We might get like one or two surprises.
Yeah, and I remember when back like in the PS3 generation, like E3 was fucking Christmas, dude.
Yeah, it still feels like Christmas.
It still is, but it just feels like if instead of the real Santa coming out, it was like my stepdad who was like half drunk in a fucking Santa Claus costume. He's like, "Hey kids, I'm fucking here. Yeah. Fuck, here's your damn presents." And it doesn't have.
Yeah, like we come on, Sam. Like we already knew you were coming. Like we already knew before, like ahead of time.
It's like, we know about you, fucker. And it's like it's losing relevancy, and it kind of sucks because I really love E3. I do kind of love those shows, and I love the grand show they put on.
It's weird because like I know that people were saying that last E3 was like one of the highest ones that got. I can't remember if it was attendance. Yeah, for attendance. Which was really good for it, but like, ever since Sony backed out, especially because like, as someone that owns all three of the consoles besides PC, I do have to admit that like out of the big three, Sony usually has the better one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Out of all the three, I enjoy all consoles. I love the Switch. I love the Xbox One, and I love the PS4.
It's usually Sony.
But Sony usually in past years always has the best show.
Like they always have that reveal where like when they announce like The Last of Us 2, like they always have like the best shows. It's less about like TV shows and like bullshit stats. Yeah, and it's just more about the games, and they split the time where it's like there's a good chunk of time for indies, and then there's another chunk for the AAAs, and then they do have like some weird stuff where like they talk about like numbers and then like some weird like video component. But like, generally speaking, their E3s have been excellent, especially in the beginning of the PS4 generation when they did that ad where like they're like, "Hey, you want to borrow a game?"
Yeah. Adam Boyd and like and Shuhei,
and then he's like, "This is how you borrow a game.
Here you go.
And then he's like, they look at the camera like, "Thank you,"
and that's it. And they were like probably like one of the best. They had like the best commercial, like the smallest commercial, but like the best insult.
That was the biggest fuck you to Xbox.
Yeah, that was like the biggest F you, but it was like so amazing, and that's the PlayStation 4 when it came out. It didn't even have that many like consoles, to be honest. But it's just that the marketing behind it just like... It
was genius.
Yeah, it was so genius. Especially because like Xbox One was like going... Even though Xbox One had like better exclusives, at least not better, but like more exclusives.
You had more, yeah.
It's like... It didn't matter when you got all this bad press by like Don Matrick.
Always on.
Yeah, always on. Or like can't share like type of stuff.
You got one of their highest spokesmen going like, "Hey, so what do you do for these customers that want to buy an Xbox One but they have no internet?"
Yeah.
And then he looks at the camera and is like, "Just fucking buy an Xbox 360, dude."
Go buy it. And then soon after maybe like a month or two, he later just got like. It says he left, but I'm pretty sure he got fired. I'm pretty sure he got fired.
There's no way.
Yeah.
If you're a spokesman and you talk shit to your customer, your direct customer, like, you're fired.
Yeah. So I guess what I wanted to come up with is like, in your opinion, do you think E3 is gonna die? Especially because Sean Layden said like, yeah, I know Sean Layden made like a comment about it too, that like they wanted to start making their own thing, like you know how they made that weird 10 thing, whatever, when they showed Last of Us 2.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
That was kind of weird year last year. But like they said that they kind of wanted to do their own stuff too. Like
they wanted to be like the special snowflake and have like this weird. They're trying to make it more of like a
interactive,
quote unquote, like vibe.
Yeah,
like a weird, like a home kind of tone and feel.
It didn't go well.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that translated well to maybe perhaps to the audience that was there, but to the viewer like me and Eric, I don't think that was completely translated.
Yeah, for the stream, I definitely was very awkward.
It just came off little
very awkward and weird. But I guess in your opinion, do you think E3 will be dying? Like, will it lose its relevancy in a couple years?
I don't think.
Do you think Sony will come back, or are they gonna do their own Nintendo?
No, I think they're gonna definitely branch off. And I think they're gonna like just do their own like Nintendo Direct and do their own thing. But I think they might come back every now and then for like maybe like a third party exclusive. Like you know how Call of Duty has like exclusive rights with Sony. So I feel like we might see a bit of that in E3.
Yeah.
You know, with like I know Call of Duty has some stuff with Sony. Destiny does as well. I think we'll see a bit of that, but I don't. In terms of like a full showcase, I think those days are done.
Yeah, which kind of sucks, but like I mean,
who knows? Like now they have complete creative control, and now these shows won't be as bloated. They'll be condensed and they'll be more focused, and I think they're gonna be better for it. I don't think they'll be as grand as they were anymore, but
yeah,
I'm kind of willing to make that sacrifice. You know.
The only thing that sucks is like I guess I maybe because I've gotten so used to like watching this for like many years that it feels like every month of June it feels like a gamer Christmas.
Yeah.
But it's just like you're gonna expect all three of them, the big three. You know you're gonna get like some awesome games. But I know like at least with the whole like with them not doing live presentations anymore, it's most likely gonna be like less leaks of coming out instead of like them having to show it to like a bunch of.
Is Nintendo Direct live?
No, it's pre-recorded.
Oh, okay. That's that kind of sucks for the Twitch audience.
No. It's better because you're gonna have like.
There's no awkward like.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Some people enjoy the awkward. I love the awkward moments, but it's a good thing for them because there's less awkward moments. They don't have to like. They're not gonna mess up. They could do all this fancy editing like already on the pre-recorded video.
That awkward moment with that I think he's like a professional fighting gamer. Like you know he wore like a furry hat to like the Game Awards last year.
So you're talking about Sonic Fox.
Like I know nothing against him. It's just like, damn, that was cringy.
Yeah, Sonic Fox is pretty cool, but I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of pretty.
I was like wincing. I was like,
that's kind of cringe.
Fuck.
But he's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, he really is.
So in your opinion, you think it is dying, right?
No, I mean, well, wait. When in terms of when we're talking about like powerhouses being at E3, yes, but I don't think E3 as a showcase will die because I think more and more gamers are going in there and they're going to try out VR and they're going to try out the new games and new consoles, VR, maybe coming next year. And I think E3 is only going to get bigger. I think, when it comes to relevancy, I guess like it's going to start waning. But I don't think it's going away anytime soon. I think just the companies that, make the games, I think they're going to be like, coming in and out. I
kind of hope it doesn't die though. It's like gamer Christmas.
It's been there since like like the PS1 era. Like it's just I think it has like it just feels like home.
Yeah, it's really like middle of the year Christmas.
Yeah,
it's
it
makes
really
it so.
It's like Christmas in July.
Like Christmas in June, but it
feels good.
Yeah, it feels good, man. I guess this has been a topic for a while that people have been talking about, and I just wanted to bring it up.
Topic. Oh, the PS Plus offerings. The one? Yeah, the one. Maybe the wrong topic. Who cares? Anyways, so my topic of the day is we're talking about the PS Plus offering. So, and what that means is, so for the longest time, historically, we've been getting PS4 titles, PS3 titles, PS Vita titles for PS Plus, and now. They announced this about a year ago. Now it's gone. So now we're only getting PS4 titles. How do you feel about that?
I forgot can you play PS3 games on the PS4? Is that
only via PS Now. That's it.
Oh, that's right.
That's the only way. You have to. That's a separate service. You have to pay. I think it's like $10 or something like that. That's the only way.
I don't know how I feel about it. Cause like I don't even know if I like PS Now. Cause you have to have like a good internet just to like stream video games, and that's kind of where.
Especially if it's like reactionary, like fighting or shooting.
Fighting, shooting games is like it's probably one of the worst things to try out. I haven't seen the reviews for PS Now, by the way. I don't even know if it's like good or bad.
Yeah.
I assume it's like middle of the road. I don't know, because I still have a PS3 and I still like to go back here and there, so it's kind of like.
I don't. I still got my PS4. I gave my PS3 away. I had no.
I know you said. Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of players are in my boat in that they just upgraded and they don't want to go back. The only way they're gonna go back to PS3 games is via like remasters.
Yeah. Or if you can play like the PS3 game, like even it doesn't have to be remastered, but like. If you
like
just,
there's a couple. I don't think there's many.
Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of terrible.
For me, I don't think it's such a big deal because I only play PS4, and since I'm still getting my PS4 games, we're getting like technically free games because we're paying just for the online service, right?
Yeah.
And on top of that, we get the discounts, and then secondly, we went from 10 gigabytes of online storage to 100. So that's pretty significant, if like your PS4 fries and you're like, fuck, my saves, and you're like, nope, you're automatically updated
to the cloud, yeah.
To the cloud, so you're good. So I think there's still utility in that. It's not a big deal for me. Vita's dead, PS3's dead. They're just like fucking killing. The dead.
It kind of reminds me of this topic that like, I really hope that PS5 has backwards compatibility.
I think it will.
I really hope so.
I think it kind of has to because. Current Xbox has it, and I think that's gonna be one of the next selling points. I really hope so. I think they're gonna kind of like, I think 4K is gonna be a definite focus for the next console, but I think the backwards compatibility will be a bigger one because we've been wanting that for
way too
like
long.
2 generations.
I mean, we finally got the power to change our name.
And it still hasn't been implemented.
Yeah, it hasn't been implemented well, too.
I think if you ask me, it's going to kick off PS5.
Yeah,
I don't think we're going to see that.
I don't think so either. Especially because next year they might show it.
Yeah, and if you don't know how that works, it basically, your first name change is free, and the second one will be 10 if you're not a PS Plus subscriber, and if you are, it's going to be 5. And you can change it every month. Something like that.
I forgot the name change. I know that it does come some terrible things like the whole like you might lose your trophies. There's some saves that don't transfer.
I feel like they're gonna have to Q&A that. And
there has to be something way better about that because that is not worth to change your name just to lose a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I have like over 2,000 trophies spanning over like. Probably like 10 years. That would fucking suck.
Yeah, it'll blow just to lose everything. But yeah. I don't know. That's kind of like what I'm hoping for the PS5. I want to be able to play like my old games that I still have. You don't even have to go to like all the way to PS1. Maybe like PS3 even then it's fine. Even PS4. I just want to be able to play my games that I already own and play them on the system. I don't want to get another remaster. I don't want to get another have to buy another copy for it.
I also want a good PSN interface.
Oh,
because it's gotten better over the years, especially when PS3 was fucking atrocious.
Yeah, it's so bad,
it was awful.
The PS4, whoever came up with the whole dialing to search up for the damn video game,
get fired, get him fired,
get him
out of here, get fired.
It was so bad just to look for a damn game. Gotta look for the letter and scroll down. It was such a hassle. I don't know, you're looking for the Tarzan game. You're gonna do some fucking scrolling. Yeah,
dude.
you're gonna do some really good scrolling. It's I don't know.
Yeah, but now it's like a traditional keyboard.
It's getting much better. I still think the Xbox has a better interface, but
I haven't seen it myself. But I just heard people generally like it better.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's way better.
As the PSN services now, it's really clunky even to today, and it kind of tries to accurately go hey, we got some games that we think you might like. Yeah. It's bullshit. It's just it's like Call of Duty. Fortnite.
Yeah. Oh,
Apex. It's just the fucking big AAA games. That's all. It's all. It doesn't recommend you any indies. It doesn't recommend shit.
Let's not talk about Fortnite. I know.
What's Fortnite? The fuck is that game? I've never heard of it.
Personally, not interested in that. Sorry to all the Fortnite fans. I'm sorry.
No hate. Just don't discriminate.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. Pretty much. I just hope the new system lets me play my old games. I just don't want to keep buying them.
Yeah. So going back to the PS Plus, I don't think much value has been really lost because most people are buying it just for online privileges, and on top of that, getting like discounts. I don't. For me, it's not a big deal. Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't know a lot of players that are still gaming on the PS3 or the Vita. So
Yeah.
I don't really think it's a big issue.
Yeah.
So
I could see that. I guess it's just trying to tell us to move on. I guess.
Yeah.
To the next generation.
Yeah. And then eventually when the PS5 comes out and then PS6 is announced, they'll do that with PS4. It's just they're gonna do it every generation.
Yeah. So speaking of new generations.
Ooh.
Yeah. No. There's been a bunch of rumors of like the new Xbox, the new Xbox that's coming out that they might show for the next year, because next year they might show the PS5 or the Xbox. God knows what's their name gonna be. Xbox 2. I don't know. I don't know what
kind of code name it.
Yeah. I don't know what's gonna be the next name, but at the moment there's very believable rumors that I believe it's this May, that Xbox is gonna release a new Xbox One. That what's the name for this? It's called the Xbox One S All Digital Edition.
Oh,
it's a very weird name, but it's coming off as very believable because like.
Oh wow! So it's not gonna have a discount.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, so what everyone been talking right now is like the new Xbox One. Like this is gonna be the way to like test out the waters.
Just segue them from like traditional, like disk drive consoles to all digital.
So when they come out with the new generation, it's kind of like warm my feet, like test the waters to see if it's gonna come out.
I feel like it can go either way. Honestly, I feel like it's gonna do well in like higher income places. I guess like you would say
yes,
LA. New York, like those kind of heavily populated places that have good income. When it comes to like third world, it's just this isn't gonna sell. People.
The selling point for this is that it's supposed to be, because the Xbox One right now is like $299. It's supposed to be $100 cheaper.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Since it's not gonna come with the
how much
the
memory?
disc drive. No one knows right now, but everyone's saying that hopefully, especially with
for $100 or $200.
No, it's gonna be like it's $100 cheaper, so it'll come out. It'll be like $199.
Oh shit.
$199.
So if I were to guess, 500 gigabytes.
Yeah, that's it. People
with a 1 terabyte option.
People are saying that they come out with like a 2 terabyte. Cause I think you and I know how much games are getting like way too much memory.
Yeah, I have a PS4 Pro and I'm already filling up. Yeah, I don't even have too many games, and the games I do have are kind of old, and they're still filling up quick. It's 1 terabyte sounds like a shit ton, but it's not really.
Yeah,
not in this day and age.
Yeah, like some downloadable games. I can't remember the exact game, but like some games, they're much smaller if you buy the disc. If you buy it like through online.
Yeah,
it's way more memory.
For sure.
So a console that'll rely way more on on just buying online.
Yeah, that's right.
It's gonna be like it depends how much memory it has. If it's 1 terabyte, it really isn't enough.
I just hope they give you options.
Yeah,
because I know as is you can definitely switch out the hard drives and stuff, but there's talks where like you might lose your data and all that. So
all the risks that come with it.
Complications.
Yeah. And I don't know how I feel about like this new console. I think it's a good idea to like try to like introduce people like, because I know they really, especially with the new rumors about the new console for Xbox, that they really want to go digital for this. And this from what this seems is like they're really trying to test the waters and see how are people gonna receive this or not. I like the idea that they're going with. But I don't know if like this is gonna be a good thing for a lot of people if you don't have good internet.
It just feels like it's gonna be a bit too soon because I don't think we have the bandwidth.
I feel like it's
now. I think like in 10 years, 15 years, I think we'll have the bandwidth. It'll be like readily accessible to you and me to have high speeds for a decent price. But like right now, I don't think we're there.
I know. I don't think we're still there. Yeah, we're not there yet. If you have terrible internet, this will probably not be a good console to get.
I feel like this is gonna sell well, or it's not gonna do great. Was it PSTV? Like it's for a very niche audience.
Yeah, it's very niche.
Like I don't know. I hope this does well because on one hand I want them to do another console because more competition breeds excellence, and I want Sony. I don't care about Xbox. I want Sony to make a great fucking console.
Yeah.
If they see heavy competition, they're gonna be.
They have to outdo them. That's the main thing about competition.
Exactly. Like if you have something that is the monopoly, you don't. It's a race against no one.
Yeah, you don't have to change anything. Won. Yeah, you already won. No one's gonna like fight you. You already got all the money. But if someone's like competing against you, it's like, oh damn,
you're like, fuck.
Yeah, we gotta
get your girl. You're gonna be like, oh shit, I gotta beat out this guy right here. I'm gonna get my girl.
Yeah, you gotta have more money than the other guy. So it makes them want to do better. Makes them want like to get better prices and stuff. Excuse the background noise. But yeah, I guess I wanted your thoughts on, because I know maybe Sony might be trying to do the same thing. I have no idea. But what are your thoughts on like just consoles going to just pure like the cloud, pure just the digital age, I guess what everyone's calling it.
I'm not really cool about it. I'm more like traditionalist, and I like having my physical media. I have record collections, I have game collections, I have movie collections. I don't want that to go away, and I don't know if I'm cool with it. I don't think a lot of people are either. So I feel like I think as a community, I like the reactionary thing to do is just to huddle up and be like. To like the console makers and be like, hey, we want the media to stay as it is. Options is why you like, consoles and just anything that has options is just usually better because like everyone has their own preference.
I see the pros and cons. I imagine like pros for like for companies of video games. It's probably much cheaper to not have to make a bunch of copies or make a bunch of units to sell. I imagine it's way more cheaper than like just sending it more digital. I imagine it's like way better. But I can also see the cons of it. I mean, one of my favorite games that sadly is gone and you can never get another copy, which is so terrible, is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. That was probably like one of the most fun games I've played, like co-op. It was super entertaining. It was like super enjoyable to play with some friends. It was like the equivalent of like Castle Crashers, where it was super fun. It's just so sad that that game was only digital. And as soon as... I can't remember why they took it off. It might have been like licensing reasons or something. You're not able to get the game anymore. Even if you bought it, they just took it away from you. So that's why I see like the difficulty and like the terrible things about like just going to pure digital. The game that you have might just be stolen away.
Just take a look at PT, for example.
Oh, yeah, PT
I still have PT on my PS4. I'm one of the rare players that still have it. But a lot of people like deleted the game because they needed space, and then they try to get it back, and
you can't
get it, and they're like, well, you're like tough titties. You can't get it anymore.
Yeah.
So it's definitely some issues there. And then there's like, what if PSN goes down or Xbox go down? You can't get access to your games. Like, how are you going to... You might be some kind of roadblock where you gotta check like your licensing and it can't be like checked.
Yeah,
you're fucked.
I see it's better where you could just get your games like on the fly. You don't have to drive or go to GameStop, get through traffic or whatever just to get a video game. You could just get it through your computer or your console, and it's so much easier. But I don't like that I could lose my game at any point, or sometimes even downloading the game, since it's not on disc, it takes way more just to download off of it.
For sure.
And much more memory. So I'm not sure if I agree or like we're going all digital.
I'm not crazy about it.
Yeah, especially because like we said before, we don't know if we're in the point where we have good enough internet to be
No.
doing this type of stuff.
Consistently, I don't think so.
Yeah, consistently. I maybe in the future more and more I can see it become a thing.
Yeah.
But at the moment, even with the next generations coming out, unless our internet changes and like everyone has good internet, like every single person instead of the very few, I don't see how if this will be a good idea to try out, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like this would be a better idea for later, but we'll see how it goes. I hope it goes out well. It'll be interesting to see like what they can bring to the table and how they can entice players to get this option over the other ones they have now.
So, yeah, speaking of Xbox, I guess we're already on it. I really hope, because they've been buying a bunch of consoles. I mean, they've been buying a bunch of developers. Yeah, they've been buying a bunch of that. I really hope. I enjoy the Xbox One for what it has. I think it's pretty. Some of the stuff it has. I honestly really bought it just to buy Killer Instinct. I've been a big fan of it. I'm really hoping they make another Killer Instinct for the next gen. There's been a bunch of rumors that it might be. I'm kind of happy about that. But as someone that's, if I were to try to convince someone to buy an Xbox One, I really could not tell you what game to get.
Unless they're more of an online guy. If that's the case, Xbox is for you. But if you're more single player, obviously Sony would be a better option.
But I meant like exclusive wise, I don't know. It's hard for me to recommend you the Xbox One. There's no exclusive that I would say is like a console seller, I guess. If you didn't like Gears when it came out on the Xbox 360, if you didn't buy a Halo when it already came out for 360, or if you didn't like Fable, Forza, whatever, when it came out on 360, I couldn't see a person buy it for the Xbox One already late into the game when there's already like Gears 4, Halo 5 or 6 or whatever that went already. It's kind of hard for me to see someone. Cuphead's pretty good. I really enjoyed Cuphead. I kind of hope they make another Cuphead too. But I'm really hoping that with these new developers that they have, is they come out with actual good exclusives that'll make you like want to buy it.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Sony's really killing it right now.
The big thing about Xbox is that all of their companies, the developers, have moved on to other projects. Bungie's gone with Destiny. I think the what was it? The Left 4 Dead team they made. What was that that one game, the cat and mouse game?
Cat and mouse.
You play as a big monster.
Oh, Evolve.
There you go. That's the one. So like all these developers have kind of jumped ship and they're doing their own thing now. And what's left is like sister companies. And we already seen the product of their games. Like we saw Halo is kind of going downhill. Gears is going downhill. Like people don't really care about Forza. So
it sells. They sell. That's why they're making them a lot. It's not.
It's not a mainstay. Like, when we talk about Xbox, we're not gonna bring up Forza very often. We're gonna bring up Halo, Gears, and Left 4 Dead.
It's kind of. I'm just hoping that they gotta make. Sony's been killing it with like Spider-Man, the new God of War reboot. Well, soft reboot. What are the games? Cloudy. Bloodborne, they've been coming out with like Horizon, yeah. They've been coming out with like amazing games that it's kind of amazing exclusive. Yeah, they're killing it right now.
Right now, they're kind of being the odd egg or the odd one out, and they're kind of like they're making single player exclusive with no microtransactions, little to no DLC, and it's rare in this day and age in gaming.
Yeah, nowadays they nickel and dime you.
Yeah, right now the hot thing is just games for services, and I'm not crazy about them. There are rare exceptions. Like Apex looks pretty good. I haven't played it yet, but everything I've seen and heard has been very good, which I'm gonna play soon. Overwatch, the one that started everything. It was really because of that game. All these microtransactions kind of came out.
The loot boxes addiction.
That game, the gaming industry changed after that game hit the consoles for sure. Because that had been a thing on PC forever now, but like it on console, not really.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of DLCs. Like we've had like Call of Duty map packs and season passes and all that shit. And Ubisoft has done their similar things, but like to the microtransaction extent.
It's starting to become more common nowadays, and
sure.
I don't
EA try to do that, and they got major backlash.
But they still do it.
Call of Duty did it recently. I think it's the newest one where or maybe the one before.
It's Black Ops 4. Yeah.
Black Ops 4. So basically, they released a game, no microtransactions, and then later on they patched them in, and it's like 50 cents for like a fucking red dot.
Nah, it's $1. It's $1 for a red.
It's $1.
Yeah, it's $1 for a red dot. So it's like I don't really like that. It's very weird with the whole microtransaction.
Poor. It's kind of been poor.
I'm kind of hoping it kind of goes away.
It kind of milks for every
I kind of hope they stop. Even if they do microtransactions, I don't know if it'll ever go away.
No, people can find it.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll ever go away, but it's like
it's like
I just hope it doesn't get too crazy.
It's like the Skyrim remakes. Like people are kind of getting tired of them, so they say.
But we
keep buying them. That's why they keep making them. That's why it's on Switch. That's why it's on PS4.
Shout out to Todd Howard.
It's on everything.
Shout out to Todd Howard.
For sure. Shout out for all the good games and
rest in peace, Fallout 76.
Rest in peace for
Fallout 76.
God damn, it's disappointing me. I'm such a big Fallout fan. My room is covered in Fallout fucking lore, and I got the Pip-Boy, I got the Benny Nuke, I got posters, I got merchandise.
A lot of Fallout stuff here.
I have a Fallout mask. I have a ton of their shit, and I was about to go to the store and buy the game, and I heard all this negative press, and I was like, you done fucked it up.
Yeah. I'm hoping for cause we're already in March when we're making this video. E3's already coming up in 3 months, and they might be showing this new Xbox One S console, but also maybe slight chance they might start talking about the new console, or they might start showing new games. And they're gonna say that it's running on the Xbox One, but it might be running on a prototype of the new console.
This was done with Watch Dogs 1, if you remember.
Yes.
So at the tail end of the PS3 generation, Watch Dogs was announced and revealed and whatever, and they showed that gameplay and it looked fucking orgasmic.
It really looked
and then the fucking real game came out. It wasn't even running on PS4. It was running on a PC, mind you. And when the final game released, it didn't even compare to the fucking...
It didn't look at all, man.
And I'm like, what the fuck? That's false advertising.
Shout out to... I saw this through... I can't remember the YouTuber's exact name. I think his name Crowcat. He did a comparison of the E3 trailer and then the E3 trailer and then with what exactly happened. Or the exact same scenario on the full retail.
Yeah.
Man, it's just night and day.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
They straight up lied. This did not look it did not look as pretty as they showed it to.
I played Watch Dogs. I powered through that game because fuck, it was just story wise, it was fucking awful. It was like if Batman,
I hear that a lot.
Batman just threw away his costume and just had fucking kids and they fucking died and that's it. He's trying to get revenge.
Yeah.
That's the whole game. And there's moments where visually the game was fucking great. At night when it's raining, it looks fucking great.
At night it looks really pretty.
And also the animation in that game is done really well. However, the voice acting, the writing was very poor. There was a couple good characters in that game they were spread a little too thin. Like that Asian arms dealer, he was probably the best character in the game, and he was just used maybe a couple hours within the whole 30-hour campaign.
Mm.
So I haven't even played 2. I had a bad taste in my mouth, so I ain't even touching 2.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's kind of what we're hoping for, the next generation about it.
I'm not hoping for just good single player games that just doesn't milk you to death.
Yeah.
I don't mind a standalone or another extension, kind of like Lost Legacy. I don't mind that. I'll buy that up, but I don't want a $50 season pass for fucking skins and just bullshit that I would have gotten in the PS3 generation just by doing challenges, getting trophies, getting collectibles.
Speaking about the Lost Legacy of Uncharted, I also like that type of stuff, as long as it doesn't there aren't parts of the game where, at least the full retail of the game where you're playing, and at the end of it when you finish it, some parts did not make sense at all. And then they make a DLC about it, so you understand the parts that didn't make sense. It's
Also,
like, they cut it off.
So also you cut content like so.
Yeah, they cut content and then sell it.
With Destiny was a big fucking
Destiny.
A big what'd say like offender with this. There's certain areas in Destiny 1 where you would go through a mission and then it's like 3 doors, right? And you go to the middle one and then there's two doors that are closed. And you're like, whatever. And then you play the first DLC and you go back into that area and those 2 fucking doors open.
Okay,
they open up. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, why can't we just play this in the fucking base game?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the cutting content.
Destiny's first 2 DLCs were like this, both of them. So they didn't give you any new areas. They give you new fucking doors.
Yeah. Like the door that they locked up. Yeah.
You like doors?
Yeah.
Fuck it, you got some more.
You paid to open a door that should have been open already.
That pissed me off.
Yeah.
And I kept playing that game. I must have played that game for like 700 hours or some shit. I'm ashamed.
I feel like we could talk about this a bit more, but there's been like new games that have been coming out, and I'm not sure if you. Well, I think you are. You plan on getting Metro, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. At the moment, I know DMC5 is like the new craze. People are kind of going crazy for it. It's been getting like a bunch of good reviews.
They're going crazy, like my dog's going in the background.
Yeah, like his dog going crazy
Ignore
in the
him,
back.
please.
He's getting hyped too.
I'm gonna feed him to some Asians. Trust me.
Okay.
He'll make a yummy dinner. His name's fucking Meatball.
Oh no.
The other one's called Brownie. So delicious plates right there.
I've never played any of the DMC games. I plan on playing the collection, and then playing DMC5, and well, I know that the story's never been the greatest thing about it, but the action looks amazing. I'm trying to see if I can play it, hopefully by this week, maybe next week, and get to try out DMC5 and see what's the hype about. And also because Captain Marvel's coming out. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it out there, but I plan on watching it just because of Infinity War. The second part is going to come out this year. So I kind of got to watch it, so like I understand what's happening.
I'm gonna put up in the video. I'm gonna put up a picture that meme of me sleeping. I'm gonna put that image right when you spoke about that.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy's a Marvel hater, by the way.
I mean, no, I like Marvel movies. I'm burnt out with Marvel movies. I like them, but I'm burnt out. I loved like the X-Men movies. I loved the Spider-Man movies. I like Venom. I liked Logan, Deadpool. It's just I'm getting tired of these movies because it hit the same beats. These characters rarely die. They took them like 10 years for them to die or some shit like that. Like 10 fucking years.
Yeah.
And these movies came out like every year, and they finally died. Like there's no weight,
they're making money off of it. The thing there's consequences, but not.
There's no consequences. There's no deaths. I love these movies. Don't get me wrong, but there's no weight.
There's some deaths, side character deaths, but not like.
But it's I'm talking main.
No.
That's my thing.
They'd be losing money if they like lost the main guy that just died.
And then so they'll announce like a roadmap, right? And then So in Black Panther, there's a scene where
shout out to the Wakandas.
Shout out to the Wakandas. There's a scene where the main character dies. But then he's in fucking Avengers, so you know he's not gonna die.
Yeah.
So it's like
I know what you mean.
It's like God damn it.
Yeah.
It's like it didn't mean anything. The build up had no fucking significance if he's just gonna be in the next movie because I know he's not gonna die.
At the end of the day, Marvel movies are amazing.
Yeah, they're nice to look at. They're fun. They're a fun time.
I plan on watching it this weekend. Maybe not this weekend, but hopefully next week. Because I need the context for Infinity War.
I'm probably gonna watch it.
Nice. You still need to watch Infinity War.
I didn't catch up on the last 4. The last one I saw was Ultron.
No, it was Black Panther.
No, I'm talking the Avengers one. I saw Ultron. I still need to catch up on Ultron. I think I fell asleep.
You didn't watch? Oh yeah, Ultron wasn't. It wasn't.
I fell asleep.
It wasn't that good. Yeah, I agree on that.
I fell asleep.
So Civil War.
No, that one was good. I did see that one.
Okay,
that one was pretty excellent. That was
even though it's a Captain America movie, it's pretty much mini Avengers.
Captain America, my least favorite Avenger.
It's mini Avengers, basically.
Yeah.
So you need to watch.
I like the idea of how they're against each other.
Yeah, I like that. Superheroes against each other.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then we were able to play that in the second Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Speaking of which,
excellent
I need to play it.
I
played both when it came out on PS2, and
one of my
I need to play it
favorite
again.
games for PS2, PS3.
It's a classic. It's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
That and SmackDown 2008.
Wait, no, I played. Wait, SmackDown 2008. What's it called?
SmackDown was Raw 2008.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was thinking of
Or 2009. Yeah, it was 2008.
I know because I played a bunch of the WWE versus SmackDowns, but like I was thinking of a different SmackDown game.
They're really good.
They're very fun. They're very like
they're very
tongue
in cheek and
they're very dude McDude bro games.
Yeah. Good games.
Yeah, they're very good.
Just roll with it.
Yeah, go with it. Excuse us, this is our first episode. You know, we're trying to work out the kinks.
So that's a watch. And in the background, that was my dog, Meatball, which, he won't be in the other episodes because he'll be eaten by then. So don't even worry about that.
Yeah, so excuse us for the kinks. We're still trying to get used to, like, this whole format. We kind of always wanted to do this, and this is our first time doing it. We didn't really rehearse it that much.
Yeah, just right off the
nut. I never heard of that. But yeah, right off the nut. Yeah. So any criticism that we get, at least good criticism. Or you can just say screw us, fuck us.
Tell us to go kill ourselves.
Yeah, so you can go tell me to kill myself. Go drink some bleach. But yeah, any criticism would be nice. We're trying to see if we can do this better. Maybe try to do this I don't know. The plan I thought was once a week.
I think once every two. Once. I think we can get to once a week, but I think for now we should try once every other week.
I feel like maybe we'll think about it. Maybe once every 2 weeks. I have no idea.
What the hell did we go over? We went over Xbox, the new console. We went over the PS E3, and then the offerings with PS Plus. What else? Have we missing anything? Anthem sucks.
Yeah.
Your PS4s don't want to play this game anymore. They're shutting down.
I think we could save that for another another podcast. But yeah, Anthem, not the hype that it was.
It was shittier than Destiny.
That's a
low bar. Dude.
Destiny was shitted on pretty bad. So the fact that Anthem
in its inception, yes.
Yeah, so it's kind of
but the thing about Anthem is it's so bad. I don't know if there's any redemption past this point because it will not work. And when it does, you're looking at a loading screen for 5 minutes to play a 5-minute mission.
Yeah.
So it's almost
it's pretty bad how much loading there is.
And there's storytelling, that's decent, and then there's connectivity issues, not in sense of networking, but in the sense of actually having your characters and your teammates having coordinate them through story missions. There's several to that. So, yeah, not looking too good.
Yeah. I feel like we could discuss that more about the anticipation for the game was not met, sadly.
Yeah, and it's cool. It looks gameplay wise, it looks fun.
And I'd like to go over that, but on the next on the next episode. So please, if you could leave us any criticism, anything that we could do better on about ourselves, leave a comment,
like it,
subscribe. Subscribe if you want to hear us. Follow our Instagram. For me, it's Night/, but replace the I with a 1 because I'm an edgelord, I guess.
He's edgy, so
I'm very edgy. And follow our Instagram at GamingForFools.
That's the podcast Instagram, and my personal is PliskinPlays, which I also stream. There's no schedule yet for the stream, but I just stream a bunch of random games. I was streaming Assassin's Creed 4 recently, also Far Cry. Just finished LA Noire, also streaming South Park. I just stream everything.
RE7.
RE7. I'm now streaming RE2, so I'm just playing everything right now.
Yeah. We don't have a set schedule, but hopefully these podcasts we can do once every week.
Yeah, they're fun.
I've enjoyed it so far.
How many takes did we do? Eric?
Oh, okay. Embarrassingly, this is a behind the scenes. We kind of done 14 takes or something.
14? That's fucking cutting it short, dog.
Yeah, and I kind of laugh too much when trying to do this. So I'm hoping you guys were able to deal with the cringe, the awkwardness. We're just trying to get better at it. And if you want to hear more from us, just subscribe. Subscribe so you're always notified when we make another episode. Yeah. Hopefully we make another episode. This was just our pilot. And hopefully it came out.
Hopefully it wasn't too cringy.
Yeah, hopefully it wasn't cringy. Hopefully it was watchable.
Cringy, but
too cringy.
Listenable.
Too cringy. Yeah, it was listenable. Yeah.
Whatever.
So yeah, I think that'll be it for us. Thank you for watching again.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
If you guys made it to the end, you guys are the real MVPs. We appreciate you, and we love you.
Peace. Thank you.
Peace. Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Welcome to the first episode of the PliskinPlays GamingForFools podcast. I'm here with my co-host, Eric. Would you like to tell us about yourself?
Yeah, of course. My name's Eric. I also go by Nightflash. Okay, to be fair, you called it the PliskinPlays. I mean, GamingForFools.